beaches, St. Pete is the perfect backdrop to host the first ever NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series street course.
Good luck and Godspeed to the troops in the Middle East. Drivers, start your engines!
Green flag is in the air. We're making history as the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series races on a street course.
Oh!
A duck inside, you just talked about him.
Ben Rhodes.
Ben Rhodes with a big move. Battled for second.
He was locked up on the right front, Mikey, and I thought he was going to get into the 17 of Gio there, but he was able to whoa it up. Very aggressive on the start for Rhodes.
Here
nice
it comes
clean
again.
Start, guys.
Looking to the bottom, Ben's told Jamie's going to win this race, and I think he's showing he plans to do just that. They were 3 wide in the back, bumping up, bouncing off of one another. Just a crazy start like we figured.
I saw Dario Franchitti make a move, at least take a look on Chandler Smith there. So the Dollar Tree truck of Dario Franchitti showing that track knowledge, track master getting after it.
What about Connor Mosak? Able to take off and hold a nice lead here early. That's a good sign.
He didn't want to wait around either. He was early on the throttle. He's like, I don't want any part of these 35 guys behind me.
Now, Connor Mosak is just part-time this year, so this is his first start. He's with Spire this year. Thank you, Kyle Busch. I think you owe him a beer there, Connor, for getting you the pole this week. It was the metric that set the field, and he's hanging on to the lead with Gio Ruggiero second, Ben Rhodes third, and a battle right behind him. That 77 truck, James Hinchcliffe.
What were the odds we'd make it the first lap without
It's a beautiful
caution?
thing.
It's impressive. It's a miracle.
How about this? An airport runway by day, and on this weekend, it is part of the racetrack. Look at Dario Franchitti side by side. Look at Scott Dixon. I think he likes what he's seeing.
Yeah,
Thompson.
that's Max Pappas to the left. Scott's wife, Emma, there on the right, as Dario Franchitti continues to hunt the back of Chandler Smith. Might make a move here going into 4.
That's impressive pace, too, because the front's strung out. These guys are running as hard as they can right now, and if you're able to close in on another guy like that, you've definitely got a better truck.
One thing that Franchitti and Hinchcliffe told me is, Townsend, the tires aren't very big on the back of these things. The motors make big power. You have to be so gentle as you roll the throttle on.
It's Landon Lewis in the 45. Truck Series champion Ron Hornaday works with this young man, has helped him since he was a little youngster. It's a big moment for him to get these opportunities.
And Ron was telling me he had some great pace. He feels really good about their day-to-day. You can see he's eating Dario up.
So far, so good. Look at this, top 10. Dario Franchitti running 6th right now. You see just ahead of him is the Daytona winner, Chandler Smith in the 38.
Look at the 45 of Lewis.
Dario got a little out of shape there in the final corner.
Might see Lewis make a dive down here. He's right on the back of the #1 truck. There's the dive. Not quite.
Just thinking about it.
Move
Pass
behind
here,
him.
Jake Garcia. That's the 5 truck, Adam Andretti. We got a Franchitti and an Andretti in the field, guys. The IndyCar kickoff weekend. This is so much fun.
Oh, big slide there coming out of turn 3. That's a fast corner. Saw a little bit of smoke there, maybe a little bit of tire rub because that thing's so loaded as the 16
and the
gets turned
16
around.
is around. That's Justin Haley.
Hope we can get that thing fired up and we can keep all this fun going.
Georgia talked about him.
Wonder if he had some help down there.
He's one of the 5 Ram trucks that are in the field this year, and they have no simulation. So he's been trying to do all he can to learn this. Let's see what happens with Haley.
Stuart Friesen down on the inside, and Haley tries to shut the door, and I think Stuart was plenty far in there. He was running 12th, so had a good start to this race, but I feel like maybe Stuart was in a little bit further than maybe Justin thought, huh?
Yeah, it seemed like he was quite a bit off the apex.
Gio Ruggiero on the outside, Ben Rhodes, James Hinchcliffe right there. Ben Rhodes on the outside front row right now, looking for a move to take the lead for the first time here. Can he do it?
We saw him very aggressive on the initial start. He did a nice job on that start, and he's going to get the lead away from the 7 truck.
New leader in St. Pete. Ben Rhodes going for it. Connor Mosak slips back, and Gio Ruggiero is all over them.
Looks like Mosak kind of throw a bit of a block there. He knew he lost his momentum. He didn't want Ruggiero getting on the inside of him.
I thought they were going to go 3 wide right there.
Fronts for front downforce, and when you're following close like the 7 was on the 99, you have turbulent air even at 60, 70 miles an hour, and it gets your truck sliding around. And I think the 7 is learning you can run close for a while, but you're going to chew up your tires a bit too much if you're pressing.
Look at that gap that Ben Rhodes has opened up. He's now led 13 laps. Only other leader so far today, Connor Mozak, running second. He led 6 laps earlier from the pole. Final lap of stage number 1. He is a driving machine. Ben Rhodes told me, how did he prepare for this? He watched all the Fast and Furious movies about how to drift it around these street corners.
I'm not believing that for a second. This guy looks like he's been here for years.
Maybe a little Ford Sim, too.
Frankie Muniz, I believe, up ahead.
How about, you talked about lack of speed. It looks like there's plenty, though, Townsend. Look how fast they go through those twinks.
Kinks?
Kinks, thank you.
Maybe that's a term.
It's a turn or a kink, and I'm going with twinks.
Let's go with kinks. I don't want to hear you twinking again.
Okay, we got a deal.
Ben Rhodes coming to that tight right-hander. Stage end is in sight as he drives onto the airport runway. There it is, the green and white checker flag is in the air. Ben Rhodes wins the stage. It's his 5th stage win on a road course, most all time.
Wow.
Getting it done today. Connor Mozak hangs on to second. Landon Lewis, great drive for him. Third, Chandler Smith, Gio Ruggiero, your top 5. Dario Franchitti hangs on to 6th. Riggs, Ankrum, Honeycutt, Andres Perez rounds out the top 10, and James Hinchcliffe, 11th.
He rallied pretty good after some contact and losing some positions. And I'm going to tell you what, I watched lap times during the course of that stage, and Dario just kept getting better and better. He was getting faster and faster as it went on. So he's learning that truck and how to manage it. He's last anyways.
Well, kick a dog while he's down.
And guys, yeah, 5 trucks worked past that 3-minute limit. So they're in the back as we get ready right now to go racing for stage number 2. Connor Mozak on the outside, Ben Rhodes on the inside.
I think Mozak got in the outside wall.
Extremely wide there as they make their way down into turn 1. They're peeking out behind them. Bright yellow, number 88, Ty Majeski. First time we've talked about him today.
Now we get to see what fresh rubber looks like, Michael, because Mozak did not pit for tires, and he's got a full field of trucks on fresh Goodyears, and they are coming.
Oh, man, that's going to be tough to hold your ground.
3 wide behind him. Dario Franchitti was in the middle. Caden Honeycutt could not make that right-hander 3 wide. Around he goes.
It's a beautiful 180 that he just executed there, though, to not lose too much time, but he'll lose massive track position.
See the map tracker up there and where the leader is. Ben Rhodes has now led more laps in the first 3 races of this year than all of 24 and 25. Off to an amazing start.
That's incredible. It's a dive bomb into that corner.
Lane Riggs is on the move, Michael. Townsend up to 6th.
Well, not afraid to use his bumper either to bump and run, and he is on his way to the front. An impressive drive from way far back to start this thing.
I tell you who's really glad that Connor Mozak didn't get any tires is Ben Rhodes.
Yeah.
He's a pick for him right now, and they're not able to get around Mozak. That's a really strong run when you're on older tires like that.
There's Lane Riggs we were talking about in the 34 truck. 22 spots gained. To your point, he started deep in the field.
This kid, I mean, he uses bumpers to get forward, and he uses curbs around here. He's been chewing up some of these apex curbs to great effect. That 34 truck really riding the bumps well. For Ben Rhodes, though, up front, man, I wish I was on his radio. I'd say, hey, you don't have to open up a 10-second gap here. Just save tire as best you can. You're going to need it later in the stint.
Back to Lane Riggs. It's been a tough start to the season for him. 31st at Daytona, 27th last week at Atlanta. Michael, he's just trying to get some points here, move up in the field, and have those runs that we come to expect last year. We talked about Lane Riggs every single week.
It's going to be the same this year. He just had a couple of bad races there on the drafting tracks. He'll get it together. Running up against Gio Ruggiero now, trying to grab that spot. You can see he's quicker.
I love watching how aggressive the curb usage is there in
A lot
turn
of contact
12.
there.
Oh, there goes Mozak.
Landon Lewis in the 45 truck. Mozak losing more spots. Chandler Smith moves into second. You see Gio Ruggiero right there taking a peek. He's alongside trying to get that spot from Mozak, moving into fourth. We got Lane Riggs with a big move into turn 1 around 2 trucks. 3 wide. Gio Ruggiero not giving up, but he gets it done.
Wow. What a move. That was bold.
Fresh tires can do great things, and Lane Riggs is making it work. Now Dario Franchitti looking to make a move on Mozak. So I've got to wonder, what was the benefit of staying out in that stage break for the 7? Now he's just getting chewed up on old tires every which way.
I don't get it.
This is my first truck race in the booth, but the math, I even carried the 1 and it's still not adding up. Oh, the 5.
Around Adam Andretti around. Trying to see who that is, if it's Daniel Hemrick. Daniel Hemrick involved. Christian Eck, his teammates right there together. See the damage, heavy damage for Adam Andretti in the 5 truck. He left something behind. He was having a good run. Talked about him.
Top of the screen there.
Little help.
Not sure who got into the back of him a little bit, but then got turned into the tires. But he hit tire stack, Michael. He didn't hit concrete. So if I'm Adam
there's
Andretti,
another.
the right front, though, got hit pretty good.
Another hard hit coming up here. The lane prevail for Ben.
I think if Chandler wants to hold position at
Look
the
at
front
Lane
here, he's got to
Riggs.
dive it.
3 wide into turn 1.
Now 2,
Can he
34
clear
going
him?
Oh,
You're
beautiful.
still 3 wide.
Chandler Smith crossed up Riggs in turn 1, and he'll have the point. Ben Rhodes, meanwhile, goes from the front of the field to 3rd. Beautiful stuff from the 38.
Chandler Smith leads for the first time today. Look at these trucks fanning out behind him. Tyler Ingram, that blue and orange number 18, taking a peek, trying to go 3 wide.
It's just going to continue to get more and more pushing and shoving. You just get more and more aggressive, take more chances. That was a bold move by Riggs and a great move, as you said, by Chandler Smith.
10 laps to go here in stage number 2. 50 laps remaining overall. We got to look back at that turn 1.
Wow.
Move.
3 wide. Look at that move.
What I saw there out of Chandler Smith in the 38 was patience. He sees Lane Riggs with the big dive, that yellow and white truck. He just goes, I'm just going to hold up here, cut across, get a late apex, square up the exit. And he got the best drive off, and he's pulling away.
What do you think about our man Mozak now? He's able to get the guys have the new ones worn off their tires now, and he's hanging right in there.
He doesn't do it.
Might do it right here.
Look at him fighting back.
You can't go too wide there, Lane Riggs. Oh boy, big old slide. Now
Big
the
old
block
block.
comes on.
Gonna get it done here.
inside.
Lane Riggs.
Inside.
Can he clear Chandler Smith?
Leaving him space.
Half of a truck length.
Wow.
Still side by side. How are they doing this?
That's good stuff.
That was excellent.
And he gets it done. Lane Riggs to the point. What a drive today.
I think he'll
I
pull
think that's
away.
not something that Hinch would be used to through all of his years racing here. It'd be easy, wide open in an IndyCar with all that downforce.
A few laps ago for Hinch.
Turn 10.
Uh-oh.
Locked up the rear.
Oh,
Whip it around.
cost a little more time for Hinch, and that's why he's back in 22nd. Stage 1 had a nice run going, top 10. Final lap here, stage number 2.
What great racing we've seen. We were afraid of it being a bit of a slugfest, and we've seen a lot of action and a lot of aggressive driving, but some great driving as well.
Yeah, I think it's been a perfect mix of truck series aggression and excellent technique, to your point. Love this shot right here, watching these guys come through this fast chicane, especially this 34. Bam! Left sides all up in the air. Great stage for Lane Riggs.
Lane Riggs makes his way out of turn 14. Green and white checker flag in the air. Riggs wins his first stage on a road course. Heck of a drive, up 27 spots. Thrilling run with Chandler Smith, his teammate. Smith ends up second. Landon Lewis hanging on to third. Ty Majeski, Ben Rhodes. Series from St. Pete.
Great break there by Lane Riggs. He's going to clear his teammate.
Look at Ty Majeski, guys. He has entered the party. Lane Riggs way out front. Can Majeski pick up that second spot over Chandler Smith? And he does.
Oh, and look how tight it is back there.
Landon Lewis, Ben Rhodes.
And here comes Tyler Ankrum. He's been fast all day. Look at that blue truck.
Oh, contact right there. Tyler Ankrum got into the 45 of Landon Lewis.
And for Ankrum, the right front is totally chewed up. That's going to really hurt him on this 40-lap stint to finish.
Wow, that was just a judgment that went wrong.
Big time damage, and that's right in front of Dario Franchitti. Franchitti trying to work his way around Tyler Ankrum.
Franchitti's got to be patient here. This is where the spotters really help you out with information. They'll be telling him, hey, the truck in front of you is really torn up.
And there
Take your time, be smart. And Franchitti gets by with ease. All kinds of fuel pouring out of the back of that thing. Michael, is that normal?
No, not.
They're not done. Bumping and banging. Look at the wheel hop.
Oh, there's fuel pouring out of Franchitti's truck. I wonder if that spring retention cover got held up there.
It should clear it. It should stop doing that, though, when we burn a little fuel off. Good break there by Dario. He's doing really well.
Airport runway into turn one. There's the 9 at Grand Endfinger, 2.5 seconds ahead of Ty Majeski.
Watch this. That's a lot of speed into a corner. Chris Wright wasn't about to make that turn, but luckily he found a place to spin pretty easily and no contact to speak of.
Could have been some of that wheel hop that we talk about as the caution is out.
5th caution for today.
You got to be proud of your buddy Dario. He's just been right there all day long, right in the mix and steadily in the top 10. Running 7th.
I mean, he's made it here to stage 3. He now has a caution to settle back down, think about everything that he's learned through these stints, and talk to his team a little bit, think about technique, maybe make some adjustment. We know he's hot in there. He told us that earlier, and he's squeezing that thing with a vengeance. He needs to get hydrated.
Ty Majeski restarting on the front row, on the outside. Green flag is in the air, 25 laps to go here at St. Pete.
Majeski with the advantage had a great power down out of the final corner.
There's Ben Rhodes, guys. They worked on this race truck into 3rd for him. Chandler Smith back to 4th. It's a battle up front, though.
Oh, risky for Majeski there to try to hang on the outside of turn 2. There was a touch with Riggs, and now all of a sudden the 99 of Ben Rhodes with a run.
We know how strong that 99's been all day. Can he get to the outside?
You see the damage on the left front of the 88. You see it right there, that contact.
So tight, such tight racing.
6th, Franchitti back to 7th.
Frankitti's getting another challenge there. Grant Enfinger wants some of that Dollar Tree truck.
Wonder how Dario's feeling in the cockpit. You know, we've been at this now for almost 2 hours as the caution comes out for an issue right here in turn 9. Got to think it's awfully hot for Dario, and it's been so long since he's been in this kind of situation, racing in anger.
Until this. Oh.
That was a big hit.
Oh, and that's Minnie Terrell in that 14. He's into the outside wall.
They're hot.
I love
he's
it.
Ready for this restart. Lane Riggs has led 21 laps. We're riding on board the front bumper cam of Ben Rhodes. Hear him go through the gears.
Best seat in the house. He could be doing play-by-play right now, Ben Rhodes.
Did you see
Taking a peek to the
Majeski?
inside.
Majeski dove over there to try to take some air away, slow that 34 truck down.
Majeski's got it.
Riggs went over the curb and he lost that position. Ty Majeski to the lead. Lane Riggs, Ben Rhodes back in the hunt. Look who's coming up, taking a peek on the inside. That's Chandler Smith in the 38. Landon Lewis right there. And Caden Honeycutt, guys, still making up spots up to 6.
He's just getting his way through this field. He's got a really fast number 11 truck. Another spot right there. Grant Enfinger is the next to challenge Lewis for that spot. This is all happening right in Dario's lap, just right out ahead of him. He's having to watch all this mess.
And Dario knows I just got to keep my truck clean here and give myself a chance. Stay out of the chaos of this restart. Things starting to string out right now, but man, I've been so impressed with Lane Riggs today. Right back on the tail as the 88 Ty Majeski gets wide. He's in the grass and into the tires.
He gets it back on course. How many spots does he give up? 4.
It's going to be more than that, I bet, when he gets down to turn 1, because of the fact that those tires will have mud all over them.
Ty Majeski with a big mistake. Loses 5 spots. Lane Riggs back to the lead.
So just watching Majeski, can't tell if he got some wheel hop there, but I think he sent it in a little too hard, like you said.
Just helpless at that point, trying to get back on the road. Luckily, no more damage than he did.
Wow.
How cool is that?
Ty Majeski was so impressive. Oh, you see Dario Franchitti there.
Overshot the pit. They rolled him back.
But did they come in just because they decided to take tires? The 91 just got turned around. Christian Eckes.
That's Christian Eckes. That's the second incident that we've seen today. Comes out right in front of Frankie Muniz. Take another look at that.
Take a look back and turn 4.
Oh, Eckes gave room.
Tyler Reif got into him, and around goes Jake Garcia. He's able to clear them.
Reif missed the apex of that corner, and I think that Christian gave him room, but Reif made contact with him.
Now we're into
Got Thor Sport second and third behind him.
Another lap truck that he's going to catch at an inopportune time.
That's Minnie Tyrell just ahead of them. You know, the spotters are telling them leaders are coming.
Not that easy to get out of the way, by the way, on the streets of St. Pete. There's debris everywhere offline. It is it's a lot more difficult here than on an oval to help that leader coming through. Minnie Tyrell now, he's going to be bunching these guys up through the tight sections, turns 5, 6, and 7.
Oh, this is tough sledding too, to try to pick his way through this.
And he gets around Minnie Tyrell to the side. Is there time for Ben Rhodes to get around and clear him as well?
Ooh,
yes.
Oh, runs wide though.
Tyrell was right at the apex of that kink as Ben Rhodes was coming flying through. That was pretty dicey.
Front 3 are around.
3 Fords up here battling it out.
Look,
Ben Rhodes in hot again.
Ben wants it bad.
Ben Rhodes all over the bumper of Lane Riggs.
Keep turning right.
A little bit of a gap. Nice.
2 laps to go from St. Pete. 2 laps to get it done. Can Lane Riggs hang on?
Ty Majeski still very much in the mix as well in that 88 as Rhodes gets all squirrely coming out of turn 1, chewing up those tires.
Aren't you loving what we got ourselves into here? This is good stuff.
62 races since Ben Rhodes went to victory lane. Hard to even believe, but he wants it.
You see him showing that nose. He wants Lane Riggs to know he's there and can't pounce.
As much as these trucks have been sliding around today, as a driver, you've just got to coach yourself. Stay smooth, roll on the power. Don't spin up those rear tires at corner exit. And we understand that maybe fuel is becoming an issue. Amanda.
Oh, it absolutely is. I was just talking to Ben Rhodes, crew chief, and he said, we have enough if we don't get green, white, checker out of this. But when it comes to Ty Majeski, Joe Shear Jr. looked at me as well and said, I don't know if we got it. But the big key here, Lane Riggs, his crew chief keeps asking, is it sputtering? Is it sputtering? Only bring this thing to pit road if you can't make it.
And how do you back down when you got these guys breathing down your neck? The next time by, they're going to see the white flag.
Majeski inside the 99.
Another way.
Lane Riggs is loving this.
Yes.
Battle it out, fellas. I want to go.
White flag is in the air.
He's shaking his truck around, maybe running out of gas with
And
Lane
we
Riggs.
saw it happen last week to Ben Rhodes. He ran out of fuel. You see Ty Majeski into second. A little bump from Ben Rhodes as he moves into third.
Wow, what a race.
Lane Riggs has got to love what he's seeing behind him. The 23-year-old from Bahama, North Carolina, the son of a veteran NASCAR driver. He grew up around this. And he didn't grow up street racing, Michael. Didn't grow up road course racing.
But ever since he showed up here, Jamie, we've known he's a special talent. He's just a guy that gets it done on any type of racetrack, and he's showing that. Oh, look, he's taking his truck around.
I was just thinking these are all Fords.
Weave it as much as you can.
And they're weaving. Lane Riggs is in trouble.
Can he hang on a half lap, less than a half lap to go for the 34 of Lane Riggs? Does he have enough fuel to make it? Ty Majeski is there. 2 more turns.
Diving right to your bumper. He missed.
He missed.
We're gonna be good.
And he does it. Lane Riggs. He sees the checkered flag. It is in the air, and it's Lane Riggs wins the first ever street course circuit for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
Woo. What a show.
Oh my God. Let's go.
How about all the pressure of those guys running them down, and then he starts running out of gas on top of that.
That is a lot on a young man's shoulders. I don't know this kid like you guys do, but what I do know is that I love the best driver won the race today. He simply mastered the streets of St. Pete, coming from way back in the field and demonstrating technique that was just superior on the brake zones, on the restarts. Brilliant job.
And you got to give it up for him. I mean, there's so much pressure, and he just executed perfectly, like you said.
6th career win in his 57th start.
He deserves
Enough gas for a burnout, boys.
Okay. See a little burnout for this crowd here in St. Pete.
He deserves some fish and chips.
For sure.
Hey, Hinch brought it home in a top 10.
Look at that.
Pretty cool.
Waving to the fans. IndyCar's been coming here since 2005. Never before have they seen the trucks of NASCAR, and they saw it today.
And it was a show.
Well, hopefully he's got enough juice left for a burnout they've never seen either.
What a great day. NASCAR come to St. Pete, and they delivered.
Well beyond everyone's expectations, frankly. We thought this was going to be largely caution, a ton of crashes, chaos, and there was some of it, but there was just enough.
Just enough.
What there was more of was great race car driving, and that's what I think is so cool.
6 cautions today, 4 of those 4 incidents. So like you said, not what we expected. Lane Riggs burning it down. He led 40 laps today.
Crew chief saying,
Yeah, easy, buddy.
easy on that engine. It's a winner.